Good morning. As we've been talking about long A using the CVCe silent magic E, where this is a consonant, a vowel, a consonant, and a silent E that changes the vowel to a long sound versus a short sound, like an apple, cat, Kate. I'm sorry, apple or cat. Have a short sound. And can also has a short sound, but if we incorporate our consonant C, our vowel A, and our other consonant N, and add an E, the silent E, the silent magic superhero E, this one gives its power to A, and instead of the E making the sound, the A and can now becomes cane. Okay, so whenever we have a long vowel sound, it's because of either silent E or there's other patterns that will help it. But for right now, we're going to focus on the silent magic E so we can automatically find it in letters we read and words we read. So when we're reading, we want to be able to spot that word out. So I instead of it being a sight word, you can even sound it out. Boom, make. Because this E changes that A to a long A. I make cake. Well, we don't make cake. We bake cake. So we can say, I bake a cake. So whenever we have this pattern in a word, we want to be able to read it. Whenever we have a silent E, and you can spot those out when you're reading the word. I, and then you're sounding it out. Once you notice that silent E, change it. Once you notice that silent E, change this sound to a long, and I'm going to annotate it by putting a bar across it. And we'll put a bar across it, and we'll practice that. Putting a little bar across it, and an arrow if we have to, of this E pointing straight to the A until we get in the habit of seeing that in our minds and knowing automatically that this A is going to be changed by that E. So when you get to the end of the word, when you read it through a letter, you should be able to decide, aha, I know what the word is. So there are a lot of words that have this pattern that you'll be able to read. For example, if we're looking at words with the ache, you can go through the alphabet: bake, fake, not fake, but flake. And fake is a word, but it's not a nice word, so we'll just put the word flake, like a little snowflake. Jake, rake, and there's snake, those are just an example, and names like Blake, are all examples of words with the AKE. Notice I started with an N and I changed it to a K. And it was just easier to find the pattern. I could have done the same thing with a cane. Now, we're going to read a few sentences. I will ask Jake for a, and it should be pretty obvious if this is Jake, and it gives its power to make that E, to make that a long A sound. Rake. I will ask Jane for a cane, and there's our word cane again. And here's the pattern. This E jumping all the way across to the vowel. So there's a consonant, a vowel, a consonant, and the silent magic E. So that pattern is going to repeat itself in the words that we've been practicing and we've been reading. I will ask Jane for a cane. I will ask Blake for a cake. Now, it's going to be your turn on the assignment I have on the following slide.